tutorial is how to set up BlueJ to run applets. First, open a terminal window, or on Windows, open Git Bash. Change to the folder where you're keeping your BlueJ files. So I'm currently in my folder, which is there. And this is a listing of the files that are in there right now. So it's just the Java files and the BlueJ package file. In the BlueJ window up here, you see all of the Java files, and none of them have been compiled. So the first step is to create a file that I'm going to call applettemplate.html, and we do that by first creating it with touch. And then we edit it using a text editor. I'm going to use Nano. In Nano, the only thing we need is to have an applet tag with the appropriate parameters. So start off with less than applet space, and I'm going to go to a new line and tab over for the parameters. Code equals, and then in double quotes, this will be where the name of the class file is that you want to run. So for now, I'm just going to type a placeholder called myClass.class. After the quotes, space, new line, tab, and we need to have two parameters to set the width and the height. So width equals, and this is where you'll give it a number. I'm just going to put 800 for now, space, then height equals, I'll give it 600 for now, space. And technically the spaces are not required if we're tabbing every line, but I'm just in the habit of using them. And then new line, and then do a greater than sign to close off the applet tag. Then on another line, or even on the same line, do the ending applet tag. And that's all we need in this template. Always enter a blank line at the end of your files. So I've done that, and I'm going to save it with Control X. Say yes, I want to save this modified buffer. Yes, I want to use the same file name. So now if I do a listing, I see that I've added the applettemplate.html file. I'm going to use that as a template file that I'm not going to change, but when I want to create an HTML file to run one of the other class files, I'll simply copy the template file and make the appropriate changes to the copy. So right now I'm going to compile the program. I'm going to run Java 0407. So up in BlueJ, I'm going to right click and compile. The code for that file, incidentally, is in the editor window here. So back in terminal, if I do another listing, I see that I've added the Java 0407.class file. So in order to run that with appletviewer, I'm going to copy the applet template first. And the syntax is cp space the name of the file you want to copy, followed by the name of the file that you're going to create with the copy command. So I'm going to call this applet 0407.html. So now I have a copy, and I'm going to edit the copy now using Nano. Now all I need to do is change my class to the name of the file that I want to run. which is Java 0407, and its .class is already in there. Looking at the code above, I see that a window size of 800 by 600 is appropriate, so I'll leave that. Also note that I started this with a capital J because the file itself starts with a capital J, so just be careful with capitalization. It has to match what the capitalization for the file name is on your when you do a listing. Okay, so I'm going to Control X to exit. Yes, I want to save the modified buffer. Hit Enter to save with the same name. And now if I do another listing, I'm going to clear the screen first. Do another listing. I see that I have the Applet 0407 HTML. To run that applet, use appletviewer followed by the name of the HTML file you want to run. Hit return, and there it is. And notice, this is just a little side note, if I go back to my terminal window and I try to do something, I don't have a prompt. Normally the prompt on my computer would be Bill's MacBook Pro 2 followed by the name of the folder that I'm in followed by my name and a $. So that would be the prompt, but I don't have one there. So there is a way to run the Applet viewer and get a prompt back in case you want to do more stuff in your terminal window. So I'm going to close the Applet window and watch the terminal window when I do. Now I get the prompt. But if I want the prompt even while Applet viewer is running, I just need to add an ampersand at the end of the command line. Then when I run it, I immediately get a prompt back, and that number that is above it tells me the process number of the Applet viewer, and Applet viewer runs and I have a prompt. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. It is a little bit different than the direction we were headed in class, but through playing with it I found that we don't have to do all that other coding, but it's just a simple applet tag with the right parameters does the trick. Thanks for watching.